A pleasant day to everyone. So, what we're going to have here is a practice for as part of the preparation for SIA. But I am encouraging everyone to go back to the previous activities that we did so that you will understand what I am going to discuss here. Okay. As well as go to the PowerPoint or read the PowerPoint presentations that we used and have discussed since day one of the second quarter for you to be familiar with everything. And that is also a preparation for the practical assessment, which will be during the first week of December. Okay, so what we're going to have here, what we have here is, but as usual, the first thing that you are to prepare is to have a folder first, to create a folder first in your computer 10 folder. For my case, what the folder that I have written is known as, let me open it. Let me open a folder. Let me go to the second quarter. And I created a folder practice for SIA and soft skills part 2. I selected it. So I have only one file name there. I created a new HTML file and I name it also practice for C and soft skills part 2.html. Basically, the first thing that you should do is to open a folder where you are to save whatever HTML file that you will create. Okay. And in this matter, the HTML file that we have created should follow the HTML structure. Okay, the HTML tag, the head tag. Oops, yeah, we have the head tag. This is actually the style tag is optional. It depends on whether you're going to use it or not. And then in a while, we're going to add the script tag here in the head tag. And then, of course, we should not forget the body tag and the closing HTML tag. So first, what we are to create is the div tag. So I'm going to name this div tag, and I need to have, as part of my plan, I need to put an ID for this one. Let's say I would like to put an ID story. Okay, and then close. Basically, it will be, the reason why there is an immediate closing tag because I saved the file as .html, and you should do it also. Okay, so this time, the first thing that I should do is to create a constructor function. No, to create or to write something about div tag, change the style property of the div tag by typing its ID, which is sharp or pound sign and then story. Okay, and then a pair of two curly braces for the style rules that we're to create for the div tag. So in this manner, what we're going to have is the size of the div tag. Let's say we're going to have the height. Oops, sorry. The height, which is, let's say we will start with 100 px semicolon with, so colon 100 px also, and then semicolon. And then another thing that we would like to do with the div tag is to position it. Let's say we're going to position it. Let's say position colon absolute. Why do we need to use this? So that regardless of the other images that we're going to have in the image, in the web page, particularly web page, what we're going to do is that we're going to give an absolute value for the height and for the distance of the div tag from the top and from the left. Okay, that's my idea. So another one is for me. Okay, let me press on an enter key here. But this is still part of the div cascading style sheet rule. Okay, so the next thing that I would like to have is a background. No, 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 no. Okay, let's just end at that for the meantime. So let me go here and then let me create a script. Yes, do not forget the type attribute, which is equal to, sorry, script type is equal to quotation mark text and JavaScript. Okay, and then closing script tag. Type text JavaScript. Oops, something went wrong. Okay, and then closing script tab. Actually, we need to indent this so that we will, for us to see the, okay, let me indent, okay. So this time I'm going to do abstraction. So I'll be creating a function constructor. So the first line is known as function definition list. I'll be naming this function constructor as, let's say, girl, or if not girl, let me change it. Uh, travel, traveler. Medyo mahaba. But anyway, so open image, and then so inside it, I'll be saying that that name is equal to image. This that image is equal to image. Semicolon. Okay. And then I'll be alerting and a message. Hey, let's start with, so in this manner, we're going to create a user variable wherein we're going to assign prompt message, oops, wrong spelling, open parenthesis, apostrophe, please enter your name here, and then semicolon. So what we're going to have here is that, hey, let's start with, then add user, then add, and then quotation mark. Oh, we're going to please press add, and then quotation mark, and then we will type apostrophe s space capstone. Oh no, sorry. Let's start with the users, and then semicolon. So this time we will go to the div tab. We're gonna create another script. Type is equal to, okay, I'll be choosing quotation mark text, JavaScript, okay, then close. So what we're gonna have here is an object instance, a creation of a new object instance. So we're going to declare var